What up? I'm back. The day is September 19th. I think. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. September 19th. I wasn't going to talk today. I wasn't going to paint today. But I did. So here I am. And I have a problem. And I told the girls at Hobby Lobby that I'm going to rehab soon for my art addiction. And I'm never going to rehab, bruh. Life is too fun, man. Life is too fun. You know, yesterday I was in a pretty shitty mood, and the day before I was pretty shitty mood, just kind of in my feelings, and about love, I guess. And but I don't know, man. I like I said, I do have weird connections with human beings, so I think a lot of it sometimes is kind of like the mutual feeling that maybe I do feel that way, and everything that I said yesterday was completely true, and all that stuff. I listened to that talk, I don't know how many times a day, quite a bit, because it was so short, and but it still makes me laugh. Like, I was listening today, tearing out some cabinets, and I was just laughing to myself, and then the guy was there with me, so I have one headphone in, because I still need to give myself time, and like, even if I'm working with another human being, I'm gonna be giving myself time, because when I don't give myself time, I feel like I'm neglecting myself. And being that I neglected myself for 35 years, like Cody, I'm not doing that. If at the end of the day, I have to make sure and give myself time, because I am the most important person to myself, to me. And I have to continue to grow, because everything that I do is for my future, and it is for my better half, and it is for my kids, you know, and then their kids, and so on and so on. The lineage that I'm starting, you know, the one that I'm starting, you know, without 35 years in front of me, other than the fact that all the knowledge I needed to change into the human being that I am today. And so all the lessons that I had, which I appreciate every single one of them, I appreciate my past completely. And I hope people don't get it twisted, you know, but it's just like, this is something that I jumped over. I jumped over the Grand Canyon and said, my past is over on that side, and now this is my side. Because I was the one who could make the leap. And it took all my strength to get across. But I knew that I could only jump once. And being that maybe I could jump back, there's no fucking point in that. There's no point in that, because I'm on the other side of the canyon, and this is mine. Everything that I imagine is there. And I'm in control of that imagination. I'm in control of where I walk. And the people from the 35 years, they're done. They have zero control over me. They have zero anything to me. You know? As far as that goes, the hierarchy or any of that. And kind of forming the direction that I'm going. No. You guys go whatever direction you want to, that's fine. If we meet up in the future, we meet up in the future. We can play Ring Around the Rosie. We can play hopscotch. We can play some dodgeball, for all I care. But I'm going my own path, and I'm going to lead my family, continue to be in heaven, continue to walk into the promised land that I did everything to get here to do, which was a lie. It was a lot, because it was a battle against myself. You know, it wasn't a battle against anyone else. And no matter how people take it, when I'm cutting people off, when I'm like, dude, I'm done, when I'm not going to be part of this anymore, when I'm not coming to Thanksgiving forever, ever again, when all that stuff happens, it's like, I understand that you think that I'm the bad guy, but we do not align anymore. I'm not saying I'm better or worse than. I'm just saying I'm on my own path, and it involves me. I am the leader. I'm the king. I am the only thing that controls me. And in order for me to do that, I had to cut away any ties to anything. And it's not good, it's not bad, it's just boom. And like I said, you guys can come with me. That's the point of all of this. Because I'm not doing it alone. I am doing it alone for myself and my family, but I'm more than welcome to allow you guys to come with me on my journey. And it's not even me allowing it. You just come, but you have to be in an energy. You have to be fast enough. You have to be strong enough to stay with me. Because I'm done. I'm done not making my own path. You know? And I think about, like, back when I was younger, like when I was in this thing called Pathfinders, like, I would always be behind the head guy every single time. That was me. Because I wanted to learn from the adults that were smarter, that had more knowledge, and and just whatever. I mean, obviously I was, kind of looking for a father figure, I guess, probably too. But not really in the sense that I wanted a father. I didn't. But in the sense of that, I need that knowledge because I knew I'm the only one who can take care of myself, but they have knowledge that I need. And I need to just soak in everything that I can. So that's why I always hung out with adults anyways. Like, I would always be with adults because I was just more mature, but not like in a better than someone way, but like just because I was already an adult. I was already taking care of myself on my own. I was already having to solve equations and life lessons on my own without anyone to talk to. And so, it was just, I needed people who's already lived this life so I can just look at it and see and fend for myself. And it was cool, but like I said, now I'm really truly leading. I've always led. I just didn't know I was. And it's cool. But now it's just like, that's what I'm saying. I don't want any part of any other human trying to lead me. Lead me where? Lead me where? Like, I trust myself, I trust my creator, and and I trust a few other people in this world. And I do trust the whole world. I trust people that they're going to do exactly what they do. I have an understanding of, I trust that people can make the right choices. And I just trust based on me just knowing them that they're going to have my best interest at heart. And I hope that they know that I'm going to have their best interest at heart. That's kind of a different level of trust. And, that's kind of where the equal give and take comes. And those are the relationships that I want. I don't want anything less than that because it's not right. And if you're not giving me what I need, I can't give you what you need. Like, this is done. And it seems harsh. It really does seem harsh. But in all reality, like, that's how I drain myself, is by giving, and get nothing in return. Which is fine. I'm capable of recharging pretty quick. I'm capable of satisfying all my needs. However, that's me enabling the world. And if I enable the world, then the world will never change because they need to be stuck in the darkness. They need to understand where they're at for once and understand that they are in darkness even though they think they're in the light. Even though they think every Sunday morning when they go eat communion that they're doing right, but then they go back into the same depression when they leave the church, or when they go eat lunch, they're dicks. They're just straight dicks to the people serving them food. I'm like, you guys make zero sense. You're supposed to be these good Christian people and following God, the creator, love, and then you call Jesus your God, who is a man, and then you call him a God, and then you say that Jesus is love, but then as soon as you leave, before you even get out of the parking lot, you're already honking your horn and being a dick. And I understand, life is tough, but either you are or you ain't. And evidently something's not right, because if you instantly come from a communion or a group of people where all your energies are collectively the same, but as soon as your energies separate, you go back into your own energy, and then you realize that you're shit again. Like your brain's messed up, you're sad, you're not happy with life. And so that's just an idea of how collective consciousness even works. That's why when you walk into, whether it's a concert, whether you walk into a church, whether you walk into a funeral home, like, all the energy is different. And once you start to become aware, you understand that each place has an energy signature because the mass number of people are controlling the world that they're creating. And so if they're in a church and it's a happy one, like service, everyone's singing, praying, everyone's energy is connected. And if everyone is doing the same act, then that's the energy that's going to be in the room, because you guys are creating it. But as soon as you separate and you come out of that, and a lot of it is because you're sheep and you don't have your own energy signature, you're not strong enough to not adapt to your surroundings. And it's not good, it's not bad, it's just you're so used to forming with the people around you to get what you need, right? And so I did this, I call it the Master Chameleon thing. The only difference is I'm the Master Chameleon that stands in my power. I only have to do it as a facade on the outside because people are so weak that it doesn't really matter. They can't affect me emotionally. And like I said, other than like that narcissist thing where I still feel it, but I'm getting better and better at it. But that's the difference. So I blend into who the person in front of me needs me to be for them. But as a whole, for the majority of people, you just always form into your surroundings because you want to be wanted, you want to be looked at, you want people's attention, you want love. And you think attention is love or fitting in is love, and it's not. It's just an aspect of it. It's not the whole thing. And then so as soon as you get in your truck, you're leaving church, you go be a dick to the servers because it takes too long and they get your order wrong. I'm like, who cares? First of all, who cares? If that's the worst thing that ever happened to you was that they got your order wrong or it took a little bit longer on Sunday after church, like just chill, man. It all worked out in the end. Your steak was medium instead of medium rare. Like, come on, bro, eat the steak. And then you start. So what happens is when you run around with that negative attitude all the time, then it just constantly compounds, and then you're just negative for all of eternity. And it's ultimately you're in the hell that you created, because you can choose to be happy and to sit there contently and wait for your messed up food to get to you, and then you eat it because you're appreciative of the food that you got, or you can just be a dick and affect everyone else's day because misery loves company. You know, and this is going to piss people off, but it's meant to. I am who I say I am. I am me. And I'm just, it is what it is. Like, come on, bruh. If what I'm saying is not true, then holler at me. But you know it is. You know it is. I don't know, but this song is fire, dude. I'm excited about today, dude. Like I said, I wasn't gonna paint, but when I left the job, my talk ended instantly, like right when I was leaving. And I was like, okay, let's listen to some music. I started a new playlist called Let Love Go, or something like that. And it's just kind of like I'm letting love, which is me, go. And whatever aspect that means, it just means I'm letting my love go. Meaning whatever I gotta go get, I'm gonna go get it because I love it. And whatever I do in life, I'm gonna do because I love it. Because everything I do is love. And if I don't love it, I'm not gonna do it. And that's the whole point of like, because I love myself. And if I'm gonna do stuff against myself, then what's the point? Because I only need to be doing things that I love. And anything else is not worth it to me. It doesn't matter about money. It doesn't matter about none of that shit. I get everything that I want whenever I need it. And it's just like everything is here when I need it. It doesn't matter. It may seem little on a scale of other people looking in, but to me, I'm abundant in everything that I am. I always have enough. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter about quantity. It doesn't matter about number of zeros behind it. I have enough to be happy at all times. Even when I was in a depressed mood yesterday, and I wasn't really depressed, I was just kind of like I wasn't patient. And now it's like, it is what it is. It will come when it comes. Like, I got to paint today. I went to Hobby Lobby, and the girl she kept saying, she goes, what did she say? Something about, it's awesome to have that skill or a blessing or something. I don't know what she said. But it's something to be like, that I should appreciate the fact I get to paint. And in the store, I was like, yeah, it's cool. But I didn't understand the concept of what she said when she said it until right now. That it is a blessing. It is amazing. I am so damn lucky that I can create what I'm doing in there. Whether or not someone likes it or doesn't like it is beside the point. But me being able to surrender, give myself time, be in the flow of something that I truly do love with music that's dictating what's coming out, how I'm feeling, how I'm flowing, how I'm rocking back and forth, like that's fire to me. And I appreciate it all. And yes, I do take things for granted. I really do, especially being that I move so fast as a human being. And I'm always just chugging along. And I know in the totality of things, it looks like I don't appreciate a lot of stuff, but I truly do. I appreciate everything that I have. And it's just a lot of the stuff that I do have is, I have stuff that people's given me and stuff like that. But for the majority of my life, I've got it my own self. Yes, God, helped me, the creator, the universe, all that stuff. My mom, the way she taught me, brothers and sisters, the way my family taught me these things. whether they're negative or positive, whether it's the fact that I didn't have love or none of that stuff, it doesn't matter. I appreciate it all because it brought me to where I'm at now. Anything that's happened to me in my life has brought me to this point, and I appreciate it all. And like every single day I get closer and closer to more understanding like how much I truly appreciate the life that I've gone through. Whether it was being turned down for being a different color, whether it was not being this, not being that, you know, whether it was I'm a lot or I'm not a lot or I'm this or I'm that, or thinking that I'm a toxic one and I'm this, and yeah, maybe I'm all these things, and maybe with the different perception change, obviously I'm a lot of different things than what you thought I was. But it's all based on your trauma, based on your experiences in life. And then when you look at me, and I've said this a lot, like when I come up to you and I'm love bombing you and I'm telling you you're awesome and you're amazing, I truly believe that shit. Otherwise I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say it. It was funny. I don't know, I'm getting super confident and I'm just being myself, which is super flirty in the first place. And really fun. And like this woman the other day, like she came up to me, started talking to me, started scratching my back, and I was like, man, this is weird. I mean, I like it. But then she called me a liar 3 times, and I was like, first of all, I was like, you know, I haven't lied to you yet. I haven't lied to you yet. She goes, I know. I'm just saying it. I was like, I know. I just want you to know that I'm not a liar. And we were just having fun, the older woman. And I don't know. Evidently older women love me. They always have, and it's fun. I love older women. They're not my favorite by any means, but they're cool. They're cool because they're just regular people, but and like I said, that's been the majority of my clientele really my whole life anyway. Especially like it's fun because like I've learned so much, and I've always understood that like in my businesses, like the women, this is just how it seemed for me, is the women have the last say so. And it's fine with that because I know my place. Like when I go and do and work for people, it's like, I get that you're telling me to do something, dude. I was like, but you know that she has the final say. I was like, so what she says, it obviously makes both our jobs easier if we just do what the hell she says and I ask. And, you know, because I don't want you to get in trouble, and she loves me, so I'm just going to do whatever. But life is fun, man. And I you know, it is so weird. It's because a lot of my work, I mean, it's always been with older women, and they just treated me so well. And you know, it's kind of now that I look at it, I start to kind of look back at maybe the relationship that me and my mom had. It wasn't any of that stuff. I mean, it was still, but a lot of that was me distancing myself. And I know it was two-sided, and I know that I didn't put out what she deserved, and then she just gave me what I wanted. So it's not bad or good. It's just life. But I appreciate it all, really. I really do. And each day I kind of even step further away from regretting anything in my past. Like I said, I mean, the only thing that if I did regret anything, it would be giving her the time that she needed from me. That would be the only thing in my life that I would even think about regretting. And even then, I don't regret it at all. It was exactly the way it had to be. And if it was anything different, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And I wouldn't be able, you know what a lot of this is? If I would have gave away love my whole life, it wouldn't be what it's fixing to be when I give it away to someone for the first time for real. Like a complete love, and they give me love back in return. So for me, like that's the gift that I have to give, that I think is like it's something cool, because I kind of guarded it my whole life, and I didn't give it away because I knew that that's what I wanted to do. At some point I wanted to give my love away to another human being in a max capacity that's never been done before on earth, because number one, they deserve it, number two, because they're mine, and not like me having control over them, but like I look at them as like who I give this love to. It's not that this is a controlling mechanism. I'm just saying, like, I'm giving you all of me. Like, I'm stamping my love on you, and you can do what you want with it, but I'm still going to stamp you with it and only you. And then that's going to trickle down economics into my children. Even though I don't believe in trickle down economics, it never works out the way that they say it does. But it's kind of the same concept, you know. And so that's it. I mean, I'm telling you, dude. Like I'm really excited right now for some real reason. I'm hyped, bruh. And it's funny. I don't know. I love this life, dude. And it's so funny because it's like yesterday I was in the other extreme. And I wasn't even in this extreme right now until I started talking. And now I'm just like really hyped in my energy. And actually when I got through painting, I was pretty hyped about it. And I really didn't want to paint, but it is. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Life is too fun. It's like I had nothing else to do. I could have went swam, but I was like, you know what? I want to paint. Why not? F it. It's fun. Have fun. It's money in the bank, man. Just me expressing myself and just living in the moment. And super cool, man. Super cool. I've been waiting for a lifetime for someone like you. This is why this song got picked. Because this is kind of the whole journey, dude. Like, is number one, I've been waiting for a lifetime like someone like me, and I hope. And then I'm for myself, like I've been waiting a whole lifetime for me. And then it's like I've been waiting a whole lifetime for someone like you, which is that other person, which is that counterpart, which is that, you know. And then I hope in return they've been looking a lifetime for someone like me, and I'm trying to live up to that. Someone like me, where I can be my max potential. That's the only thing I can do is keep working on myself every single day and start becoming more confident in myself and still create every single day. Still have to go build, repair houses, whatever I got to do in the meantime. Just, I don't know why, but just because that's what I'm needed right now. And I kind of understand that, and as long as I have my talks in my ear, I'm okay. Like, I don't have to think about anything because I know I'm giving myself time every single day, hours after hours. And it really helps my work, like, because I don't have time to think about anything else. Like today I was tearing out cabinets so I can put in the new cabinets tomorrow. And you just kind of get lost. Like, you just do what you got to do. Like, you don't think about anything. I'm laughing to myself in my head about the things that I said last night in my talk. And like, it's just so funny. Like, I'm so hilarious to myself, at least. That's all I can say, is I make myself laugh. And that's why I look at humans and I'm like, dude, like, if you could just give yourself time and just, like, you make yourself laugh all day. Like, you can't be upset if you're laughing. And like, even though I was listening to a talk yesterday or today that was pretty emotional fed, like, I was still laughing at it today. Like, I was laughing because like, it's funny to me. Number one, I was in some emotional state that was weird. And then, like, I'm still cracking jokes in there or saying things that are just absurd. And they just make me laugh because they're true. And it's hilarious. But I don't know, man. Today was cool, and tomorrow will be cool. Who knows what's gonna happen tomorrow? I know I gotta work all day tomorrow, and try to get all these cabinets in tomorrow. I gotta do some drywall first though, and it's always annoying. But I got some quick mud in there. I can pile it on real quick, and I just want to get the cabinets in tomorrow. Then I gotta freaking put the countertops on and cut them holes out, stuff like that. But whatever. It'll all work out in the end. It's just part of it. And so I can try and cut grass Wednesday. It is what it is, man. I'm just doing what I can, and I'm only one man, and whatever. This weekend really kind of messed up my day. I should have probably cut grass, I thought, but it didn't work out that way. So I'll cut grass when I cut grass. It kind of sucks. For my customers, I guess, but it is what it is. And the grass is slowing down anyway, so it is what it is. But I don't know, man. I put some glow-in-the-dark paint in here. I really don't like it. I need to figure out how to buy some better glow-in-the-dark paint. I need to get online and I don't know. get some, dude. Yeah, so I just need to get some. I don't know. I need to get a black light. I had one in my room. I had one. I need to get one because I want to light this painting up because this one's got some black light in it, colors, and I want to see what it looks like with that. And why not? You know, why not? But I don't know. The spray paint on this one was pretty cool too. I put something in it, but when I took the photo back, like, people may not see it, and a lot of it is like my art is I know what I put in it, but like I said, that guy told me he sees my art as like fuzzy, blurry mystery, and it is that for a reason. It is because I don't see. So that blurriness for me is what I see, and I can manage and understand that blurriness because I don't look at human beings as physical qualities, which is what most of us judge each other off of, is the physical outward presence. And I don't do that. I try my best not to. It doesn't mean that I'm not attracted to you or not attracted. You know, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I try and look past that instantly as quick as possible. And because I don't want to be stuck on the physical qualities and that shallowness. Like, I'm going deep every time. That's why I go deep. I'm equipped to go deep. That's in every situation, whether I'm whatever. That's just coding. I'm made to go deep into the deepest, darkest holes, and it is what it is. That's what you know. And so, because that's where the good stuff is. Way down deep in the dark. Like, that's where the nitty gritty stuff is. That's the stuff that needs to be healed. That's the stuff that's been hidden. That's where the treasure is. And, you know, I'm all about getting that treasure and bringing it to light so you can see what you got, see what you are, which is that treasure. And because I had to go into the deepest, darkest pits to get my treasure out and to bring it to fruition so now it can shine like a diamond in the sun. And it is what it is, man. It's fun, dude. Life is fun. Life is all of it. So fun. Like, I just think about like just what's, you know, like you can walk around the world and be pissed off if you want. I did it. This is why I can talk about this stuff, because I literally walked around the world with my fists clenched all the time. People would smile at me and I would just mean mug the piss out of them. Like, what the hell are you smiling at, bro? Something funny? Like, I would be confrontational and mean. I don't know why. I was just pissed off because, like, I don't know why you're smiling. You ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing to smile about, you know. But now I know it's like I can walk around the world and smile and have fun all day. Whether it's me walking from my truck to my house, whether it's me walking through Hobby Lobby with my sunglasses on and my music in my ears, just skipping like a child. You know, I can have fun anywhere that I'm at. Whether it's me feeding the ducks or just walking, pacing back and forth in the park, like just listening to my talks with my head up to the sky, watching the clouds go by. Like, everything is as fun as you want it to be. And like, in your imagination, you can create anything you want. And so it's like you are truly in control of your perception at all times. And if you're focused enough, you can focus on the beauty of the flowers of a butterfly that crosses my path while I'm driving, a yellow butterfly. I see them all the time, everywhere I go. A yellow butterfly will cross in front of my truck, and like, it just happens all the time, and it's always a yellow one, and it just does it. And it's just like, that's so fire. And then, you know, dragonflies everywhere, and just anything, spiders. It doesn't really matter. All creation is so fire and beautiful, and it's meant there for a reason. And you know, I'm working in the house now that's damn got spiders everywhere, bro. There's so many spiders, it's like arachnophobia. And it's kind of weird because I kind of, whatever, I just kind of let it happen. You know, I got bit by a spider when I was little, and I was like in Arkansas, man, and the spider bit me on my back, and I don't know why I'm talking weird, but it bit me on my back, and I still remember it because it made me it made me have muscle spasms like uncontrollably. I still remember it. And I saw that exact same spider the other day. And I saw him and I was like, hey buddy, I was like, you bit me one time. And I was like, I'm gonna go around you. And I just chopped this little spider web and he swung over and I just walked past him. But that was the spider that bit me when I was little, I remember. And I don't know, but it was cool because it's like spiders are crazy, bro. They're so crazy. Like life in general is crazy. Like all creation is crazy. And it's like this is why I just like why you have to appreciate everything, because everything is worthy of being appreciated. Whether it's humans, whether it's your mom, whether it's your dad, whether it's someone who hates you, whether it's someone who spits in your face, like you still have to appreciate the fact that they exist, and that yeah, maybe they're doing something that's harming you or negative towards you, but at the same time it's like I look at it and I'm like, dude, like what got you to where you're at? Because that had to have been some harsh shit. It had to have been struggle for you to get to the point where you don't give a fuck anymore, and that you could actually partake in spitting in someone's face. Like when I went downtown that one night and that woman spit in my face and tried to burn me, and yeah, I was poking the bear, but I was being nothing but nice to her. I literally just asked her if she knew who I was, and I was just kind of laughing at her. Not laughing at her per se, I was just laughing at how mad she was, because I was there. I was there, dude. I used to laugh. This is funny. But in high school, we had a high school teacher, and he said that he told us a story where these two girls were fighting in the hallway up the way or whatever. And he said he was just watching before it started. And he said the girl just hauled off and spit in the other girl's face. So I've always just been infatuated with spitting in someone, not me spitting in someone's face, but someone to have the galls and the idea to spit in another human's face. Like, it makes me laugh. I don't understand why it makes me laugh, other than it's so extreme, and like you have to be so pissed off at someone where like the best idea that pops into your brain is to spit into another human's face. Like, that makes me laugh so hard, because I don't know why. It's extreme, dude. It's extreme. I don't know why it makes me laugh. It's hilarious to me. It's psychology behind it of the best plan of action at that time is for you to hawk a loogie into someone else's face. It's hilarious. But there's many other options you could do that. I don't know, man. It could be like the top tier, I guess. Maybe it's top tier. It makes me laugh. It's hilarious. It's freaking hilarious. But yeah, that woman, she spit in my face that one night, and I just laughed at her. It's kind of disgusting now that I think about it. But I guess I got what I deserved. I was poking the bear, and she just did not like me. She did not like me, and I was like, why don't you like me? Why don't you tell me my name? And she would never tell me. But she knows who I am. And but that's hilarious to me, like spitting in someone's face. I'm never gonna do it, but it's hilarious. Just because it's so extreme, man. It really makes me laugh. Because I don't know, man. It's like there's never. It's almost like, because it's so childish. It's like, it's so childish. Yet, it deems a really degrading and almost mind-breaking result. Because, dude, it's pretty technical. It's pretty crazy. That's a pretty high level. Because it breaks people's concentration. And the act itself is so disgusting and so extreme that the person that gets spit on, they can't think. because number one, they're disgusted, and then especially if it hits you in the face or in the eyes or in the mouth, and then so it almost simmers down the reaction time, because people usually aren't going to flex on that spit because they're in defensive mode and they're not on the offensive. It's pretty intelligent, and it really just depends, I guess, on who you do it to. But there would be a hesitation every single time. I don't know. That's it's funny. It's funny as hell to me, bro. It's funny. But it's disgusting. I don't know. But the day was cool. I don't know why I got on that tangent of someone spitting on you. Like, that's weird. In a confrontation, that's weird. It's weird no matter what, but who knows what you do behind closed doors with you guys are into some weird shit. And to each his own. Might as well go extreme with it. You know? Who knows? But I don't know, man. That's cool. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is, bro. Get as wild as you want. And that's a lot of, like, life. This is what I'm understanding. This is what's so fun. Is understanding that, like, you grow up in a church that's, like, put so many rules and regulations on you. When it's, like, in all reality, like, we were out one night. I was out somewhere, man. And, like, everyone was just having fun, dancing, drinking. Like, not a person was out of control. No one was fighting. Like, and you look around that room and you see nothing but people that are happy in the moment. Whether or not their life is shit is beside the point. But in the moment, there's a band playing. There was all these young 19-year-old, 18-year-olds that just graduated high school, and their dad was driving them around, kind of like the United States, to go to all these venues, you know. And it was cool because we talked to him and asked them where they were from. They're like Florida or something. And then he rented a bus, and they're just going to, like, they just graduated high school, and they were good, man. They had fun. And but everyone in that bar was just, like, having fun, just laughing, dancing, you know. And, like, you look at that and you're like, everyone's having fun right now. Like, there's no one's sinning per se, or whatever you want to call it. Like, everyone's having fun, enjoying life, you know. No one's out of control. You know, everyone's within their own boundaries. Like, who knows what happened later, but, you know, you just look at life like that, where you go, you guys put all these rules and regulations on me. Well, I can't go have fun. Like, if I want to go partake in drinking, like, I can go partake in drinking. Like, as long as I can manage it enough to where I'm not blacking out and causing a ruckus every single time I do it, which that's what Cody used to do. And now Cody doesn't black out anymore. Cody doesn't even drink that much anymore, but if Cody's gonna go have a good time, he'll be okay, and he can stop himself and be mature about it, you know. And it's just like you just kind of grow up and you just understand, like, each individual person has to have their own individual rules, because not every rule applies across the board. It doesn't. This is why law is retarded and stupid, and I said retarded because it's slow, because it doesn't apply to everyone. It's just based on whoever created the law. They didn't take into consideration everything, and you can't. It's impossible. It's very difficult. But it's like my job as me is to be that rebel who breaks every law, in the sense of I don't have to physically break it. I just understand that I can, and there is a way to break every single law because of man, because they haven't thought everything through. And that's kind of, I kind of get off on that, really, because I just, like, you guys are dumb, you know. But whatever, I just do that because I'm weird, and I don't like authority, so never have and never will. And yeah, mostly, like I said, a lot of that is just because me trying to, like, live a life where I had to raise myself. I just never wanted any authority over me. Where I surrendered to my mother so I could survive when I was little, but then, you know, I had to distance myself because it's like she could make me do things that I didn't want to do because I surrendered to her. And so it's kind of like the contract was written where, like, I was kind of her thing because I thought that's what I had to do to survive, right? So I had to surrender to that human being. And then what that did do, which is rough, is then it put me in a bracket of surrendering to women my whole life, where like they would have some type of authority over me, because my mom was the one who had authority over me growing up. And so it was just like a transfer of energy of that feminine woman. It didn't mean that they had to be in the feminine traits. It just meant like feminine as in a woman would have authority over me, because that's what I knew. And so now I had to break out of that and be like, no, I'm not going to deal with your bullshit. I don't care if you're a woman or not a woman, because at the end of the day, I'm in authority of myself, and no one is in authority over me. We can, me and my future or whatever, that's different. Like me and her can, be on the same level, like we are. We're both authorities over each other, I guess you would say. It's just co-creating our choices together. There's not a hierarchy there, and there never will be with me. I don't, but that's part of the journey that I had to go on. Well, I had to understand that ultimately when I have give and take with human beings, in every aspect of a relationship, there technically should not be a hierarchy. Because even if I'm a business partner with somebody and they come in with the money and I come in with the skills, you can't equally weigh that scale out, right? Because number one, they couldn't do it without you, and you couldn't do it without them. They can't flip a whole house, but they can finance that. And so it's like, who's really the hierarchy there? Well, let's just say no one is, and we're both bringing equal pieces to the pie here. And that's kind of how I look at everything now. It's like, no matter what situation that I walk into, no one's over me anymore. Either we're equal or we're nothing. And it's like, that's me coming in saying we're equal or we're nothing. And if you want to be higher than me, well then peace. I'll see you, because you're never going to be higher than me, because we're equal. And because I'm not going to have that demographic where someone is over me or thinks that they're over me. We're not playing this game anymore. I could care less if you got $1 billion in the bank. Like, you ain't got shit on me. Because at the end of the day, I'm my own self. And your money really means nothing to me, because it doesn't buy anything that I need or want, which is love. It doesn't buy that. Guarantee it. It can buy someone to lay on the bed for you. It can buy you some slaves to run around and hang out with you. It can buy you kids, but it never buys love, the real untangible thing. The invisible. It can't buy invisible things. So I'm in the bank of invisible things, because that's what matters. And so, like, it's fun. It's cool, man. And that's a lot of, like, so I look at the world in a huge scale of corruption, and you understand when you really start to look into, like, the government and the way that it works, is you always got people trying to go into politics to make things better. Cool, man. Cool. I appreciate it. However, what happens is, as soon as you start touching that money, people start breaking you checks, hitting you with kickbacks. This is why I'm not a cop, because I knew at some point I would have to turn a blind eye to something, and then that would just start me down the trail of becoming a crooked cop. And it's not that I have that crooked personality. It's not. It's just, if I look away at one thing, then I'm going to look away at 2 things and 3 things and 4 things and 5 things, and who knows, 20 years from now I could be a bad cop. I don't know. And so that's kind of how I look at the government. But now I understand that I'm fine. I don't want to be a cop at all, but I could be in politics and be fine. People would hate me, and they would probably try and no matter where I go, people are going to hate me, and I love that, because there's really no reason to hate me other than me standing up for myself and maybe standing up for people. And if you're going against me, then something is wrong. And that's kind of the point of Cody. It's because if you don't like me, then something that I'm saying is true. Because I'm not physically calling you out. I'm not physically harming you. I'm ultimately just loving you and trying to tell you that and show you that there's another way, and that you can come out of the darkness. But if you're getting pissed off at me and you're telling me that I'm the toxic one or that I'm the bad one, like, I don't spend time with you. So I can't be that. And when I do spend time with you, I'm trying to focus on you and help you grow, make you look at stuff that you need to look at so you can change if you want to, or at least bringing things to light. And so I understand, like, that's what makes me laugh about people talking shit about me, or who knows the rumors going on about me, because at the end of the day, what, you got anything real to say to me? Yeah, maybe I left you. I'll tell you I left you. I told you I was leaving. I tell people this all the time. I'm a cycle dude. I'm gonna leave you. Like, literally. And then you can choose to grow on your own. I cannot be here for you forever. You have a husband. You have kids. We're never gonna be a thing. Ever. I don't like touching you. I don't like hugging you. Because you're married. Like, this is me. I don't like doing any of that stuff. Like, it's not gonna happen. And then you get pissed off at me and you do shit behind my back, and it's like, what are you really mad at? You're mad because I left you? I told you I was leaving you. You gotta, you know, and that's a lot of it. It's like, I have to go in and call judgment. I have to go and bring things to light. And then when I leave, people show their true selves. And either they roll back into their old lifestyle, which they choose, or they step into, you know, victory. But they have to do it on their own. I'm not doing it for you. I got my own stuff I gotta deal with, man. And if you're not gonna be my future wife and you're not gonna be my kids, then you're not. So it doesn't really matter. I already know that day one. So it is what it is. I play a game that you guys don't understand, and it's not good or bad. It's just that's part of who I am. And like I said, dude, it sucks because when this journey started, that I was on that concept for about a month, and it was a struggle to even accept the challenge, which was to be walking judgment on humans. And it was the worst. It was the worst. It was a tough deliberation, to say the least. But ultimately, I said, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Because, you know, honestly, if I was a complete good person, which, you know, all this stuff has to do with everything. Because if I was only walking in love, then honestly, me to be judgment wouldn't be, I probably wouldn't have done it. But being that I understood that a lot of what I'm doing was finding balance and understanding that my dark side is me, and that my light side is me. Because when you're walking judgment to people, you have to have some kind of spite inside you. You got to have some kind of darkness, because you are bringing dark to people's lives. And it's not that you're bringing dark to their lives. It's their dark. You're just grabbing it with your hand. And you know that you can grab the darkness with your hand because you're in control of the darkness. Because you are darkness. And you know how to bring it forth to show them. Like to grab their dark shadow and point it in front of them so they have to see it. And the only difference is, like, I couldn't do that if I wasn't dark. If I was only light, because then I would, if I grabbed it with, you know, that could be why my left hand is my power hand. It's because just now when I talked about it, I'm grabbing darkness with my left hand. And it's my power hand, and I get a lot of power from the darkness. And then, boom. So, like, it doesn't engulf me because I'm me, Cody. And I'm both. I'm equal, light and dark. And I grab power from both. Like, I really do. And it's fun. Because that's part of life. And that's a part of, like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. It's like, it's the totality of everything. And understanding to have the best of both worlds. The light world and the dark world. And bring them together, and you can have fun in both. And you can have rules and regulations in both that keep you in line. So you don't go to the extreme. So you don't go on a... What's up, dude? Hanging out your sunglass window thingy. Sunroof. That's cool. But yeah, I mean, that's me, dude. Like I said, dude, I'm an animal. I'm a nice animal, though. Unless you pin me in a corner, then it's gonna be a problem. But who knows, man? Today was fun. This talk is fun. Life is fun. And who knows, man? Every day gets closer to whatever, and it'll be here when it's here. And life is cool, man. And life is what you make it. And, you know, whatever. And that's, yeah. I kind of got off tangent there, but talking about politics, I mean, absolute power corrupts absolutely. But the only reason why it does that is because you're bought by money or a poo nanny, and so, or whatever it is that you're into, and whether it's drugs, whether it tends to be some type of an escape, right? But when it comes to money just buying you these other things, right? Like whether it's women or dudes or alcohol or drugs or an island to go do that stuff with, and so that's where it's like it's buying you the comfortability to live in your dark side without restrictions. And that's what we're seeing now in the government and all these people in high places. And that's why they're like a big clan of their own people, and they all look out for each other because they all got their hand in the same cookie jar. And we're allowing them to do it. That's the issue. And we don't think that we have the power, but in all reality, like, we have them outnumbered, 7 billion to maybe 1,000. And it's like if we just came together, we could just take back what's ours and redo it, hopefully, in a great way. It's going to take leaders, but it's going to take people getting on board, but it's more than possible. And then I think in the same way, like, there's a way we can do it where when that transition happens, we can make things better for everyone. And it may not be the best transition period. The transition periods suck, and it's a lot of uncomfortableness. It's a lot of having to surrender things, and convenience has to go away. But in all reality, like, that's what has to happen, because we're gonna have to have a complete change of the world, and if we ever truly want to be happy and truly have peace on this earth, which is very possible. And maybe we can only do it in small communities, but at first, and that's kind of the point, is like, if I can do this and create small communities that have nothing but peace, like, I'm gonna do it. And if the rest of the world doesn't want to hop on board, then that's on you. If you want to live in hell, have fun, but keep doing what you're doing. That's up to you. And but we're supposed to be living life, enjoying life, having fun, and having time with our kids and our wives and our friends and family, and not so focused on just surviving. And next thing you know, you wake up and you're 65 years old, and now you can pull retirement, but you can't even do nothing because you just worked yourself to death. And so now you can't even enjoy the spoils of your hard labor, and your sacrificing of time, and your kids don't love you like they should because you had to neglect them growing up just because you was always working just so they could eat, or so they could, have equipment to play sports or go to the best college. Like, and that's not what this life is about. It's about the free stuff. It's supposed to be about you giving time to your kids or the people that you love, and building bonds that are invisible, that don't cost money, I mean, that's what it's all about, experiencing life with other human beings. Dancing. Oh, the dancing. The crying, the laughing, the adventures, the stories. I'd kind of like to look, this is cool. I would like to, if someone had a near-death experience, I would like to say, they always say that your life flashes before your eyes. I wonder what that looks like, in the sense of what life is flashing before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Is it a life of only happiness, joy times? Is it only like birthdays and Christmases and grins and smiles and love, and your baby's being born, and your baby's graduating, and your baby's getting married off? And is it that? Or is it the negative times, the struggles? is it you at work all the time and it's no family at all? And so I would just kind of look at I would want to look at what those memories were, you know, because that would be fire to just kind of get a database of understanding like what those were, because that would say a lot, right? That would kind of give importance to. It would kind of be hard to do it. I don't know how you would get that event to happen, right? Other than some kind of weird waterboarding type of thing, which I'm very infatuated with. But I don't know why I'm infatuated with it. But yeah, other than just kind of get that data, and if we could do it at a big scale where we could get multiple people, and then just kind of look at the information of like what type of life or what kind of events flash before your eyes, because then that would kind of show what your subconscious deems important, if that's how it works. Like what moments were important in your life that you held weight to, that when you subconsciously knew you was fixing to pass through or be done, that it scans through your whole life real quick. Your memory just pops up all these emotions. I don't know, man. I mean, it could also be, you know what's crazy? That event itself could be a survival mechanism that causes you to like give you enough hope to continue to keep going. That could be it. Well, like maybe it could be negative, and then you regret and you're like, well, I need to stay here and do work. I still got things that I want to do, and maybe that's what that little flash of life is. Who knows, man? I don't know. That's cool though to think about. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But today was cool, man. This song is so fire to me, dude. All I need. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. I think I need to get some singing lessons. My voice is weird. I talk with like my throat for some weird reason, so I don't know if there's another way to talk. But I don't know. I really haven't even been singing that much since I started this journey. Like, I do like singing. I just know I have a mimic gene and I have a chameleon gene, so it sucks. So I don't know. One day I'll learn how to sing. I mean, I used to be able to sing when I was little, but I don't know what happened. I don't know. Maybe I just got to heal my throat or something. I don't know. I like singing. It's fun. I'm dead. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Life is just fun, and it's just full of endless possibilities. That's what's so crazy. It's like anything, that's the weirdest thing. That's the craziest thing of all. It's like I've given myself so much time that like I didn't have any other choice but to heal myself because I did the work to do it. I mean, every single day I gave myself 24/7, and like, so the only result that is even possible was to be a healed self, was to be a confident me, was to overcome all these things and reshape these perceptions, because I did the work over and over again every single day, and I gave myself the time. And then if I could go from being pissed off and angry and mad at the world, and I can just give myself time to reshape all of it, reshape my whole understanding of existence itself in just a matter of time, just by walking forward every single day and not taking a step back or looking back. And even if I did take a step back, just understanding that all I have to do is whip around and just keep walking that direction and some more. And so you look at your life and you're going, anything is possible if you put in the time if you're dedicated enough and you just keep walking forward. Yeah, it may take a minute, it may take a year and a half, it may take 10 years, who knows? But anything is possible. And I kind of look at my art the same way, where it's like every single day I get a little bit better, I get a little bit more of this. I understand the concepts more, even though I don't even understand. That's what's so fun about what I do in life, is it's almost like I swing from the hip in everything that I do. And then I pull information out of existence, of how I think with my imagination how something should work, or an idea that I've seen, or just kind of backward engineered things with my mind and concepts and how things work. And then so when I'm doing processes, whether it's this or that, or building cabinets, or doing this or that, or any kind of building or any of that stuff, like, even if I don't understand what it entails of, I just go. And I understand that just me going at it is enough, and I'll figure it out by trial and error at a really high rate of speed, and I'll be able to fix the problem no matter what. And it's kind of like that with my art. It's like, I understand this paint flows this way, I don't like it, but I need to use the paint, but this is what I'm going to do. And when the temperature's a certain thing, and as time goes on, the paint acts different as time progresses and it starts to dry. And but you know, whatever, it's just fun. And it's just trial and error, and understanding that this piece is exactly what it is when I'm done. And it's perfect. It doesn't mean it's good, it doesn't mean it's bad, but it's perfect. It's the way I intended it to be, because I left it as it is. And that's why I love it, because it's like, it doesn't really matter. And I think that is a very good starting point, to almost fake it till you make it type of stuff, where you just, you know, this is how you kind of just step away from humans and you quit caring what people think. Because even though I still have a little bit of that, it's not much, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to do whatever the hell I want to do. And I don't really care what you think about me, because it doesn't matter, because I'm going to go give myself time. And like, I'm not relying on you for anything other than, like I said, one human being I want to rely on. One human being I want that external love. I need it. I need it. I already know this. Like, I need it. Like, I need her. And I don't need anybody, but I definitely need her. And but that's cool, man. I like that I don't need, like, but whatever. And so then you can just do whatever you want, because you know it doesn't matter. Like, who cares? They have no authority over you. They have nothing over you. But you got to get to the point where you understand that you can do things on your own, and that you're more than capable of figuring it out. And yeah, it's kind of wish-washy, because you need work. I guess you need money. And you can reshape to those relationships different. But when money's not involved, like, really, it doesn't really matter, because you can choose whether or not to work for those people or not. So you want to be at an equal give and take, you know? And that's what I'm saying. It's like the relationships that I have with these people, it's equal give and take. I'm making money. I'm feeling a need for them, like, equal give and take, whatever. And anybody else, who cares? You have zero authority over me. And it's fun that way, dude. Because like I said, a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about, it's really the totality of everything that gets you to get into a space where you can have baseline peace, and you can have joy and happiness the majority of your time, because you're not worried about all these other ideas that really just only harm you. Where you're thinking about this, you're thinking about that, you're in shame and guilt. You're not allowed to be drinking, you're not allowed to cuss, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that. And it's like, but where did these rules come from? You know? Like, as long as I don't infringe on someone's free will, as long as I'm not tricking people, manipulating people, as long as I'm not hurting people physically or mentally or abusing them, or, you know, it's like, then it doesn't really matter. Because I'm just living a good life, or a life that doesn't harm other human beings. And therefore, if someone thinks that you're a bad guy, because you go smoke weed or you drink beer or you cuss. It's like that's their perception, because at the end of the day you're not hurting anybody. So it's just, what do you believe? How do you perceive the life that you live? Whether you smoke cigarettes or you dip or you chew or you drink sodas every single day, like, it doesn't matter what you do. Like, no one has authority or power over you. However, you do need to dictate your life, where the things that you do, they do affect other people, especially if you have a husband or a wife, and then if you have kids. So you got to kind of be mindful of that. Like, you would want to eat healthier so you can live longer. You'd want to take care of your health because you love yourself, and your body and your vessel is the only thing you have, so you kind of want to take care of the one gift that was given to you. And that ultimately dictates whether you're here on earth or you're not, because once your body is gone, your body is gone. And there's nothing we can do about it, as far as I know. Who knows what the government does? They do some weird stuff, man. But I don't know about none of that stuff. But I don't know, man. Have fun. Live life. Play, color, draw, skip, ribbon dance your little heart out. Do whatever makes you feel good, man. Like, if you're not having fun every single day, at least for a little bit of time, like, what's the point of living? And I'm not saying do anything crazy. I'm just saying there's always a window of time in your 24-hour period where you could take 5 minutes and skip. You could take 5 minutes and read a little short story, write a poem, color in a book, sing to the top of your lungs, like, eat something that you haven't had in a while that just brings you back into childhood. Have a lollipop. Go to Cracker Barrel and spend the shit out of money on candies that will bring you back to when you was a little child, or the little toys. Dress up like a princess. I don't know. Do what you want. Like, have fun, and fuck everyone else who says that you can't have fun and you can't be happy and you shouldn't be happy. Fuck them. Like, that's their problem. If they don't want to have fun, if they don't want to enjoy life, fuck them. Like, who cares? And that's kind of where you got to get, And then if people come in and they want to learn from you, and they just want to spend time with you, give them time. Show them love. Show them how much you love yourself, Lead by example. But be a kid. Be a kid, because that was when we had fun. At least most of us. Some of us got broke when we were kids, yeah. But there's still a window of time when you could still play in your imagination and have fun as a child. And I've heard stories of people that fucking got broke. And it's pitiful to me, because now I'm saying, this is the whole point. You got broke as a kid. You had to grow up. Your brain was split. Now you're an adult. You got robbed of your innocence. But now you're an adult, where you can take back all that power and you can become a kid again. And now it's even better, because now you have money to do whatever the hell you want. You don't have to have a parent or adult tell you that you can't be a kid again. You don't have to have adults tell you which way you can go and where you can't go. And like, this is why I appreciate my past. It's like, screw that I didn't get to really be a kid, because now I get to do it now on my own terms, and no one can tell me that I can't. No one has any authority over me to tell me that I can't go play in my imagination all day long. No one can tell me I can't go in there and paint. No one tells me I can't roll my window down and blare my music as loud as I can. I mean, they can try. They can try if they want. The law is stupid. And discretion is what it is, and I'll deal with that if that comes. But I'm just enjoying life, man. I got my foot out the window smiling. You know what's funny? It's like, no one tells you, there are instances where people are just dicks, and like, I'm minding my own business, just being myself, happy and smiling. And some people will shit on that parade, man. They really will. And but lately, no one's done that to me. Kind of since I've been in my confidence. I don't know if they just don't want confrontation, or they can't. and they're just looking at me in awe. I don't know. I don't have a clue. But whatever, I have fun, dude. I'm foot out the window, people just driving by me today, just laughing. I'm dancing, having fun. And so, like, having fun is contagious, and being happy is contagious. And it's like, why not share? Why not share the rest of the world, man? Like, who cares? Like, who cares, man? Let's play Ring Around the Rosie or whatever. Red Rover, send somebody straight over. Like, let's just have fun. Let's just have fun. We can get back to work tomorrow. I mean, I work too, so it's like, it is what it is. Like, I don't know. It's almost just like a shift of like, I don't know, man. It's a great balance of being a kid and having fun, and then being an adult yet still having fun and enjoying life. It's almost transferred over to where like it's just one big thing, and it is. Like I said, when I brought up little Cody, little Hoss, he brought my feminine traits and my love and nature and nurture and my emotions. But now that we're bonded together, we are one human being, and that's why I say I'm not like split anymore. I hate to say I'm single-minded because I'm not, because I have multiple perspectives going on at one time. Well, I have the childlike innocentness, and then I have the Cody tainted, shitty way to look at the world, and the realistic way, or the realistic perceptions of humans, with all that negative connotations. So like, but I have multiple perceptions on my own to help me delegate and choose what path to walk in my life. And so like, it's just a merging of all of me, all the sides, the negative side, the positive side, the dark angel, the light angel, like the animal side and the love and nature nurture side, the freaking monster animal side. He's just savage dude. He wants to just go savage. Like I have to control those urges and all that shit, which sucks. But it is what it is. It's just part of it. And then the love, nature, nurture side, where I can see innocence. I have compassion for human beings. I have compassion for what they've gone through. I have compassion for why they spit in my face. I have compassion for why they talk behind my back. I have compassion for why, they look at me negatively or put me down or make fun of me, all this. So I have compassion for all of it. And it's just like, ultimately it just doesn't affect me, because it's like, unless you kind of man up and come confront me with all that stuff, which is what I want. Number one, because if you're gonna talk negative about me, at least come do it to my face, and at least tell me. Because if I'm doing something negative, I need to know about it. Like if you really truly care about me and you see me doing something negative, maybe come tell me about it so I can change and be better. But if not, then just keep your mouth shut. Plus, I like confrontation, and it's fun. It's fun. I like to see people put the big boy pants on. I really do. It makes me proud. Because I'm pretty dark. My skin's dark, at least. And so is half of me. Half of my heart. But I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Honestly, like, each day, I kind of, like, stand even stronger, and it's okay to be dark. Have a dark side of me. Like, every single day. Because I know there's so many limits on it anyways. Like, I'm not going to do anything that's out of context. Like, I'm not going to hurt someone physically, like, unless I have to protect myself or another human being. And, so, it just brings me out of, like, it's just understanding the light and dark, because you have to love yourself completely. In which, if you cannot love your dark qualities, then you're never going to love yourself completely. And I think, yeah, because you have to love all of you to make yourself clean. And you actually have to look at your darkness and acknowledge it, and then keep it in control, as you do with your light side. Because you're light, you can't, like I said, you cannot run around the world and freely give everybody everything because they don't deserve it. Yes, they deserve it in one sense, but at the same time, they're going to take it for granted. They're going to use it against you. They're going to use and abuse you, and so you can't just give it away. And that's what I'm saying. That's kind of the thing that I had to learn, and it's cool that I had to go through a cycle to learn that. I can't just walk around and freely give the world everything because it's not appreciated and it's not equal give and take. And I do say that I want to freely give stuff away. Like, you should freely give stuff to the world. Yes, but you can't give the world everything for free all the time. That's not how it works. But you can give your love freely. But it's, like I said, the people will kind of misconstrue that, and they're gonna be like, Cody, you said your love, but then you're telling people no, and you're putting people in their place, and you're talking down to them, and it's like, yeah, that's love, because I love myself first, and that means I have to do what it takes to protect myself first. You know, and that's where you're getting it twisted. That's why human beings are always like, well, you're treating me negatively. I was like, well, what are you doing to deserve me to treat you negatively? What is it? Did you cheat me? You spit on my name? You spit on me? You talk about me behind my back? Of course I'm going to treat you negatively. Or I'm not going to treat you at all. Honestly, I love you, but I'm not going to give you time because I already know. I can see it in your eyes. I can see when you're jealous of me and you're lying to me. Even if you don't say it, I already know. And believe me, I've been over backwards for y'all still. Like, I kept giving and giving and giving, and no one could say that I haven't. And it is frustrating, man. It's frustrating to get lied on. It's frustrating to get put in a bracket of things that, yeah, you may have done it, but to be misconstrued, I guess, to be blown extreme that I'm the negative and toxic person, or that I was mean, and but not really, because I don't hear about it. I don't know. I don't know what people think about me. I don't really care. I just want to hear it. If it's negative, I want to hear it because it's funny to me. It's funny because I honestly, like, I'm so spiteful as a human being. It's like, if that's what you think I am, I will show you that to the extreme. Because, like I said, I have a dark side, and I like him. He's fun. He is very fun. He's fun, and it's somewhat of a pleasure if you get to meet him. He doesn't come out often, but when he does, he's there to win. Because all I do is win. You know, honestly, what's fun? What's even more fun, I think, out of this whole journey, is stepping in your confidence and understanding that even when I was younger and I was just a little bit confident in myself, people would be like, you can't be haughty, man. You can't, you're being conceited. And now I'm going, well, if that's the game that you want to play, no matter how confident I am in myself, you're going to call me conceited, I might as well turn it up. I might as well go to the moon with it, because you guys are just going to judge me anyways. So it's just fun. And it's a game. Like I said, I'm the greatest actor of all time. And in all reality, when you start to look at that and you understand that concept that you can be anything you want to be, you are an actor, this is your movie, then have at it. Like, have at it. Act any way you want. And then as time goes on, you will turn into that actor. Because you learn to believe it, because that's all you're living. And so you can be happy. This is what I'm saying. All this stuff is what goes on in your mind. You're in control, and you can shape and form anything that you want. And no one can stand in your way, because no one is standing in your way except yourself, because yourself is all that you have. And the whole universe is behind you. And the Creator himself is behind you. because he's giving you free will. Yeah, sometimes you can do things too extreme and he may get pissed off and the universe may turn against you and he may turn against you and make you suffer for what you've done. That's real, but those are just repercussions for your actions. And if you take negative actions, you're going to get negative repercussions. But if you take positive actions, you will start getting positive repercussions. But you're in control. Like I said, that's what's so crazy. Is at the end of the day, there's no one else in between your ears except you. And what's in between your ears is what's choosing and creating your life for you. And so for me, I'm just going, well, if that's the key to all of it, if that's what's pushing me in a direction, if that's what's controlling whether or not I smile or whether I cry, if that's controlling everything, then I need to be in control of that. And then once I understand that I can control that, then I'm going to write a list of what I want in my life because I'm in control. I get to dictate. I get to do what I want to do, and no one's going to stop me. So if I want to be happy, I can be happy if I choose to. Then I just got to do things that make me happy. Maybe write a list and say what makes me happy. I don't know. Skipping. You know? Drinking a Coke every day. Eating fruit every day. Running every day. Working out every day. Playing with my kids every day. Drawing every day. Helping someone every day. Reading every day. Like, it doesn't really matter. You got to find that for yourself. Singing every day. Creating music every day. Talking to my mom. Talking to my dad every day. Talking to my brother and sister every day. I don't know. Whatever. You just got to start doing things that make you happy. You know, and if the job that you're in, you know, doesn't make you happy, then maybe try and, you know, you kind of got to start reevaluating everything in your life and say, do I want this or do I not want this? Does this job provide a certain set of lifestyle that I need to keep to be happy? Or can I change my job, be happy in my job, make less money, but understand that I don't need much to be happy? I'd rather have free time so I can draw more, so I can paint more, so I can sing more, so I can spend more time with my kids. Yes, what can I have less than? But I understand that me being happy is me being with my family, or me giving my kids time, or me homeschooling them, or me doing this, or me doing that. Like, it's just, what do you want? And then understanding that you're capable of making a choice for yourself. It doesn't matter what your mom says. It doesn't matter what your dad says. You know, sometimes you just gotta cut ties with the rest of the world, and it sucks. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it works when someone else is like is helping you financially. I don't know. I don't know what that's like. So I don't know how hard it would be to cut ties with that. It's probably not easy. But if you look at it like they're manipulating you and controlling you with money, then maybe that will help you understand that, like, they're a narcissist and they're controlling you with money, or they're just controlling you in general, and they ultimately are using you like a slave and a pawn. And even if they're your parents, if they hold money above you, like, that's negative, and you don't need that shit in your life. It doesn't matter if you love them or not love them, because they're manipulating you, and they're never going to change until you leave them. And yeah, it may implement you a little bit, it may make your life a little bit more uncomfortable, but you'll be fine. You'll figure out a way. Yeah, you may have to go live in a dumpster, but Oscar the Grouch over here is like, you know, I'll be grouchy with living with my mom, or I'll be grouchy living in the dumpster. It doesn't really fucking matter. I'm still going to be grouchy. And I'm just saying you could do that with being happy. Oscar the Grouch is funny, dude. He's green too, bruh. Like me. He's green. That was me growing up. Oscar the Grouch, dude. Like, I would pop up out of the trash can and be like pissed off at the world. And now it's the same thing. I'm Oscar the Grouch, still living in that trash can, but I'm happy. I'm having fun. I'm flirting with Big Bird. If that's a girl, I don't know. I don't have a clue what that is. It's a bird. It's big. I am attracted to Amazon women that are like 6'6". There's nothing better than just like a tall woman. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm just so small that I'm not even small. I'm actually, well, my height is small, but like my confidence is what it is. Like, dude, I don't know. I don't know. Big old tall women like that, dude. It's like, I don't know. I like heights. I like heights. I don't know. I think it's just funny. Honestly, I think it's funny because I always test their confidence. Because a dynamic like that is 100% confidence based. And so, like, for me, you know, I'll go holler at them a lot of times just because it's fun. Because, like, they're so tall, I'm trying to see where their confidence is at. Because they probably have a confidence, but their confidence only so confident if they have a counterpart that is that tall. And if someone's short like me, which is height-wise, but, you know, but I'm confident enough to go hit on a girl that I literally have to stand onto a bar stool to talk to eye to eye, like, it's hilarious to me. Because I just shatter their brain. But it's fun, man. I don't know. I don't care anything about that, really, but I just like people in general. Because, like I said, I'm always looking at, like, the psychology behind humans. And I'm trying to look at all this different stuff because it's fun. It's fun to just... It's fun to look at the roll of the dice and understand that humans are exactly what they are because of the roll of the dice. Because they were just... I mean, it's more than a roll of the dice, but for us, it's a roll of the dice. But for whoever created us, it's not. But for us, it seems like a roll of the dice because we had zero choice about it. And then to just talk to people and see how they are with themselves and how confident they are. And I mean, obviously, not many people are confident in who they are. They can pretend to be that way, but they're not. And then when you start looking at the Instagrams and the Facebooks and the amount of time people put here and there, like, you start to understand that not many people are confident at all. They come off as being confident, but they're not. It's fake confidence, and it's and what it is because they're not confident in their personality, or they're not confident in how to love. They're not confident because we've just gone through so much trauma that they use their physical body as that's why everyone always puts you on a 10 scale, because you can go to the gym and correct that body and make it look like something, you know, that is desired, right? However, you can't fix the fact that you're broken inside. You can't fix the fact that you have passion like no other, or that maybe you could be bipolar, or that you and being bipolar, like I said, a lot of those times I think it's you just living the extreme so much and becoming a people pleaser, and then what happens is you can't handle it because you've just bottled yourself so much growing up, and then now you just can't even control it, so it just flips out when you have zero control over it because you can't, you're just sick of it, you're done. It's almost like you're fixing to blow your top all the time, and there's nothing you can do about it. Some days you can hold it back better and some days you can't. And I think that's a lot of what it is from holding your emotions your whole life, and then also allowing the world to control your emotions and affect your emotions your whole life, and then now you really don't have control because you don't even know who's in control of yourself because you're not. And then that's it, is you're not in control of yourself. That's why you have multiple, like, bipolars or whatever. I think it's because you're not in control of yourself because you don't know who you are. So in order to find out who you are, which is both of them, which is the one with the passion, which is sexy as hell, and then the one that is more reserved, like, it's both of you. It's the light and dark sides of you, and you got to combine those together, and then when you equal give and take, you can bring that mind back to one instead of having two separate sides of yourself, which is two extremes. You got to find the balance. But you got to sit with yourself, and you got to give yourself time, and you got to listen to the darkness, and you got to talk to the darkness, and you have to agree with the darkness, and you have to go, why am I angry? And you have to sit in that and be angry with it, and you have to have outbursts with it. You have to let that shit out for real and quit holding back. And then that's what's so crazy. They send you to a hospital when you have an outburst because you could be dangerous, but it's just because your life fucking sucks so bad. You've been holding this stuff back your whole life. And then if you just let out a little bit of it, it seems extreme, when it's just like you need to let that shit go forever. But it takes time, because you gotta be in a spot where you can act like that and allow it to come out. And you gotta be able to scream at the top of your lungs. You gotta be able to break stuff. You gotta be able to freaking punch the wall or whatever it is you need to go do. And I think that's a lot of it, is you gotta feel that emotion, because that emotion's telling you something. And if you just keep bottling it up, that's what happens. And then you're just always trying to hold yourself back from yourself, which is you. That's beautiful. And the crazy, outrageous outburst is fucking fire, dude. Dude, I had it, dude, you know, I was with a friend, and like, I'm not even attracted to her at all. I mean, she's a pretty person, cool person, but like, whatever. And she's married and all this stuff. But one day, I was with her, and she had this evil, dark side, and I was sitting in front of her, and she was being real as anyone's ever been real to me before. And every time someone shows me that darkness, dude, I get so attracted to it. Like, my animal instincts, like, really kick in. Like, my lower region starts doing what it has to do. And, like, just the darkness and, like, the true authentic aggression and like me in their energy of that passion and darkness and speaking their mind and what they want to do to somebody, like, dude, like, it's crazy what it did to me. Like, I'm sitting there like, holy shit, like, I'm the most attracted to this person I've ever been in my life, and it was just full of darkness. But I just understood that that's part of me too, because I'm that dark too. Like, I have those things. It doesn't mean I want to do those things to anybody, but I'm just saying, like, that's how strong that energy is. That darkness energy really is. Like, it, dude, it's, but that's me. That's Cody. Like, I'm attracted to that stuff sometimes because it's true and authentic and real. And to me, it's someone being true, authentic, and real, vulnerable like that, and not lying. That's what I'm attracted to. So on either side, really, whether they're in their light side and they're doing that, or they're in the negative side. The only difference with negative is, like, I have trauma stuff with that negative dark side. So I'm technically attracted to that too. Probably more of an animalistic side. But it's just both. And then that's what I'm saying is I think as a people, we have to kind of stop saying that this person's crazy or this person's bipolar and then quit feeding them fucking pills and say, maybe we should send them to something that can help them and not just give them chemicals. But maybe we need to look at their past and help get them to open up and speak the things that they need to speak and overcome for once. Send them into a room and say, look, you get a baseball. Well, I don't know how you want to do that stuff, but you get to destroy this stuff, let out your anger, scream to the top of your lungs, whatever. Just don't hurt yourself, but just fucking break everything. Like, just break it. Get that energy out. Get that anger out. Get the shit that happened to you, the injustices done to you. Go destroy something. Go scream to the top of your lungs. Like, feel the emotion for once. And it's okay to be freaking crazy. It's okay to scream. It's okay to cry. Because life has been shit. And shit's happened to you. It's okay to let it go for once. And I understand a lot of that is, and that's why I keep saying I need that external partner. Because people like that has never felt safety and security in another fucking human being. And therefore, this is why they're split in the brain. Because they can trust nobody. And they can't let go and they can't surrender the stuff in there because no one is strong enough and no one, they can't trust anyone to fucking keep them safe where they can break. And it's like, that's what I know I have to do in this world. I have to become a human being that is so vulnerable, so real. Everyone knows everything about me. they can't do anything to me. And that way I could be safe and vulnerable for somebody else to break, or at least teach other people how to do that for their counterpartners. And that's kind of it. I can help people break through stuff, but I can't help them break through all of it, because without me becoming their like physical partner that spends lots of time with them, I don't know if I can get to the point where I am everyone's safety and security. I don't want to be everyone's safety and security. That's not what it's intended for. However, if I can be everyone's safety and security to an extent, just to get the ball rolling and to get people to break in front of me so they can heal completely, which I still haven't broken in front of somebody. But that's why I need an external person to literally physically fucking grab me and let me break and know that I'm going to be safe like a little child. And like I can do that for other human beings. But that I need a human being to do that to me. And as pitiful as that sounds, like I need that little, dude, this talk is way too long, bro. I need that little child version, or I need to be that child version, and I need someone to literally freaking safety and security me, and so I can break. You know, and that's what the future is for. But I don't know, man. Today was cool. This talk is crazy. I'm actually glad that all this stuff came out, because I need to listen to it over and over again, and I'm going to listen to it tomorrow. And like I said, a lot of things are coming, man, and I know what I got to do. I got to be the world safety and security, just to get people to become vulnerable, and so they can heal themselves, man. So these people that are getting judged and getting told they're crazy and all this bullshit, when they're just people that went through some shit and they need help, man. They need someone to fucking hold them and not let them go until they feel loved. That's the point of all of this, because every single individual that's going through mental hospitals and all this stuff are on pills. Like we're not solving any problem. We're giving them more chemicals to mellow them out, to keep them numb, to keep them from running from their past and the shit that really we need to correct, and bring back those kids' innocence, because they're just kids. They're kids that had to grow up too fucking early because of shit that happened to them, and it's disgusting. It makes me sick. But if I can change that, if I can do that, if I can give myself and step into something else by me taking control for once, and then me living in the fire, living in the darkness, and agreeing with my darkness and loving my darkness, and then setting new morals and regulations on how I can use the dark inside of me, and understand that it's okay to use it. It's okay to be an animal. It's okay to go savage with somebody. It's okay to do a lot of things, man. And it's no one else's business. But that the dark is in you for a reason. It's to protect you. A lot of times it's to help you survive. The only issue is, when you were a child, the darkness helped you survive. It accepts you to the dark side, and it protects you. But the dark side was created by the Creator. It was there for a reason. The Creator created good and evil, if you want to say it. I don't like to use either one of those terms, good or bad. It just is. But He created both versions of you, and He only made you one version, which is the light and dark, the yin and the yang. You ran from it when you were little because you had to, because the world made you. Things happened to you when you were a child, or even as an adult, that caused you to split and to run away from the light. Because the only way you can understand was by the darkness, because that's what it made you feel. And then so you learn to live in that darkness. It's not good, it's not bad, but you had to learn to live in that darkness. And then you carry that darkness for all of eternity, or until you are here now. Until you can understand that darkness did keep you safe. You should appreciate the fact of the dark that you went through. And it did exactly what was intended for it to do, was to get you to point B. From point A, after that event. But now, that you're at point B, you go, wait a minute, there's a little bit more information. There's light in front of me, I can use that light too. So I can appreciate the darkness that got me here. But now I'm choosing to check out this light part, this happiness. And we can come together here, because I appreciate the darkness. The darkness got me here. The darkness has some great skills. There's some great protective qualities in the darkness. And it's needed. Otherwise I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't even be capable of it. But it is needed. And so you just start to work on yourself and understand that light and dark are just opposites. And you need both to be your best self. You need to be able to jump to the left into the negative, and you need to jump right into the positive. It's not good or bad, they're just opposites. And sometimes now you gotta kind of stand where you're at and just scream and empty out some of that darkness so you can fill it with light. You gotta let some of that darkness go now. It's done its job. It's done its time. And now I'm bringing you to light. I'm showing you that there's another way. I'm showing you that if you just let go of some of this darkness that kept you safe, that somewhat is comfortable. That is all you know. Because once you start touching this light is overwhelming. Because love is overwhelming. And to feel love for once, real love is fucking overwhelming, bro. It's extremely overwhelming. And it's a complete opposite of what you felt. And so, just put your shit waders on, because it's, when you get hit with real love, dude, it's weird, bro. Dude, it's weird. It's a lot. It's Cody. It's a lot. And it's fun. Life is fun. I'm going to get off here. It's been damn long. An hour and 40 minutes. I didn't expect it to be this long. It was longer than my painting, I think. So, I don't know. I'll holla. Love y'all. I appreciate everything. I appreciate my past. I appreciate tomorrow that ain't even came yet. And who knows what's going to happen. You're fire. I love you. If you need something, holla. Text me. Whatever. I'm here. I'm somewhere. Love y'all. Peace.
Hold the memory of the pain.